Hello students. Today we will discuss one more problem on fins. So I will read out a problem for you. Find the distribution in the 1D fin as shown in figure. Take two elements. So this part, take two elements for analysis. So this part is manual calculations. Okay. So before starting the software solution, let me discuss what exactly the fin are. Fin actually it's a surface extend from the object. If you remember the engine, it's extended object. What is the purpose of that? It will transfer, like it will increase the rate of heat transfer to or from the environment by increased convection. So this is the purpose of a fin. If you want to have a increased heat transfer, we will be using an extended object that we call it as fin. Okay. So just look at the problem. We have one end, it is subjected to 140 degrees Celsius. We will be checking the temperature distribution at different nodes. So let me start with the software solution. So here first step, go with geometry, solid, primitives. What are these primitives? Primitives are nothing but it's a 3D model. It's a solid block. Okay. If you want a cylinder, see there are some option: cylinder, cone, sphere. If you remember any modeling, you need to do an extrusion or protrusion. But here, primitive is nothing but it will be available in the 3D forms. So that is primitives. So right now we have cylinder. So for the problem, we need to do the cylinder. Okay. So select cylinder, define its radius and height. Click OK. So right now you can see a single plane. So this is a front view. You will be having a only 2D diagram. Actually it is a 3D model. Okay. Later in the problem I will show the 3D view of it. Okay. Isometric view. So now once the material is done, you need to define what kind of material it is. So for that, go with model, material. So we have to define the conductivity. So conductivity is given as 70. Okay, so we have only one material. We have defined that. So just cancel. So material is done. Once you define the material, you need to define what are the properties. So after check property. So same in model, go to the property. Now select the material. So it is an isotropic material. As I said, what is an isotropic material? Isotropic material are the material which will exhibit identical property in all direction. Please remember this simple definition. Here go with element or property type. Here you select solid. Okay, click OK. OK. So cancel. So we have defined the material also and property. So now go with mesh control, size along the curve. So now you need to select both the curve. You can see I can highlight both the curve. You need to select. So left click, you have select the first half, one more left click, second half. Okay, click OK. So what I will do, I will divide the entire elements into nodes, like 20 nodes. Okay, I have divided the complete structure into 20 nodes. So cancel. So next, again go with mesh, geometry, solids. Okay, go with update mesh sizing, select hexagonal meshing, click OK, and again click OK. Now you can see it has been divided into sub elements. Okay, the complete 3D model has been divided into, like meshing has been done. Okay, so we have defined the material, property, mesh part is done. Now if there is any load is acting, for in this problem we need to subject one at 140 degrees Celsius. So that load you need to apply. For that, model, load, on surface. Okay, please select on surface. Okay, click OK. So now you need to select the surface, okay, one end, left end of the surface. So I will be selecting one end of the surface, click OK. So let me go with temperature, select the temperature here, okay. So what is the temperature? Temperature, it has been defined 140 plus 273, okay, 140 plus 273, okay, click OK. So it is done. So cancel. We have defined one end, the temperature as 140 degrees Celsius. I have converted into Kelvin. Next, again same procedure. Again I will go with model, load, on surface. So another end is subjected to convection. So select convection. So define the coefficient, that is 5, and temperature as 40 degrees, like 40 plus, oh just a minute, I'll just cancel. It has taken us 5. Just press Ctrl Z to delete the previous step. Again I will repeat: model, load, on surface, okay, select the surface, click OK. So I will be selecting temperature. So temperature, it has 40 plus 273, click OK. Okay, you can see one end is subjected to 413 Kelvin and one more end is subjected to 313 Kelvin. So cancel. Okay, now we have defined material, property, mesh, and load is done. Remaining is the post processing, that is analysis part. So go to that model, analysis, new. So here you need to select steady state heat transfer, click OK, analyze, okay, load results. So neglect the warning, you give continue. Now the output, how to check the output? Go with list, output, query. So here you can see any output. There you select temperature, that is the category, select node, left click on the ID and select node. Okay, you can see you can select any node. If I select this end, let me select this end, click OK, you will get 400. You can see, so here the it was 413. You can see the temperature will keep on decreasing. If I select somewhere here, let me see, list, output, query. So if I select, so it's an element, select node and give it to temperature. Okay, if I select somewhere here, you can see the temperature as 325. Okay, you can see the temperature has been in the decreased form. So in different node you can select the temperature. So this is a 1D fin subjected to temperature at one end 140 degrees Celsius and another it is atmospheric temperature, that is 40. So how the temperature distribution has been carried out in that 1D fin. Okay, thank you for the time. Have a good day.